The Indian economy is shining bright. The International Monetary Fund has called India a star performer, growing at a robust rate due to prudent macroeconomic policies and economic reforms in key sectors like digitisation and infrastructure, as it believes that India is now projected to contribute more than 16% of the global growth. As per IMF's annual Article 4 in consultation with India, IMF sees India's economy growing at 6.3% in the current fiscal year as well. The IMF report has also mentioned that India is well on track to be one of the fastest growing major economies in the world. The country's digital public infrastructure and a strong government infrastructure program will continue to sustain growth, is what IMF has said in its recent article. It also says that India has the potential for even higher growth with greater contributions from both labor and human capital if comprehensive reforms are implemented. Now, India, it believes, has rebounded very strongly from the pandemic, and the employment levels have also surpassed the pre-pandemic levels now. IMF has welcomed India's near-term fiscal policy as well, which focuses on accelerating capital spending while tightening the fiscal stance as well. The Indian government, it says, is looking to lower the fiscal deficit to 5.9% in the GDP in the current fiscal year, and the centre is also confident of meeting the target in the medium term. The fiscal deficit is also expected to be lowered to 4.5% of the GDP by 2025-2026. The IMF, in its annual report, has recommended that policy priorities should focus on replenishing the fiscal buffers, securing price stability, and also maintaining financial stability, and therefore accelerating an inclusive growth through comprehensive structural reforms while preserving the debt sustainability. These are the things that IMF wants India to continue to focus on. Nonetheless, it also believes that India continues to face global headwinds even at this stage, including a global growth slowdown, an increasingly fragmented world, which will continue to pose as headwinds for the country even as it continues to grow as one of the fastest growing major economy. It also believes that India's foundational digital public infrastructure has significant potential to raise the total factor productivity by fostering innovation and competition, accelerating financial inclusion and boosting the public sector efficiency as well. But it continues to believe that India is clearly a star performer and an economy that is robust in this current environment as well. Stay tuned to Business Today Television to catch all and more reports about what is really happening around the world in terms of business and stock market.